Hello, everybody. Today, this is really something that I discovered. Epic, mind-blowing discovery in 2024. I just discovered it. It's been around for 2,000 years, and I just discovered this, guys. The description is Acts 17:16 to 34. Did you know Jesus marked out the time set for you and the exact place you should live right now in the present in 2024? Bible proof. Cashapp, $Jackie Bible Story 777, and this is Jackie Bible Story. I'm glad you can join me today, guys. This is something that I just studied for a couple hours because this was something. Acts 17:16 to 38. Acts 17:16. While Paul was waiting for them in Athens, Greece, he was greatly distressed to see that the city was full of idols. We cannot worship idols. Idols, guys, are anything that you worship more than God. Could be your money, could be your couch, could be your anything. Do not worship idols. That's the main thing. So he reasoned in the synagogue with the Jews and the God-fearing Greeks, as well as in the marketplace, day by day with those who happened to be there. A group of Stoic philosophers began to dispute with him, because since they were philosophers, as we know these days, scientists, philosophers, they will fight against anything Jesus says. And we know this to be true, that they fight. And we know what Jesus' word said is true, guys. So some of them asked, what is this babbler trying to say? So they actually called one of Jesus' apostles unbelievable. I'm going to tell you who the apostle is. It was Paul. Okay, so they told the philosopher. Some of them asked, what is this babbler trying to say? Others remarked, he seems to be advocating foreign gods. They said this because Paul was preaching the good news about Jesus and the resurrection. So they said this is foreign gods. They never heard of this before. Then they took him and brought him to a meeting at Agripposis, where they said to him, may we know what this new teaching is that you are presenting? You are bringing some strange ideas to our ears, and we want to know what they mean. All the Athens people and the foreigners who lived there spent their time at that time doing nothing but talking about and listening to the latest ideas, basically gossiping and philosophy on things they really didn't know. The latest ideas, whose latest ideas? The world's, the gossip, their unbeliefs, their worshiping idols. Okay, so in Acts 17:22, Paul then stood up in the meeting in Agrippolis and said, men of Athens, I see that in every way you are religious. As I walked around and looked carefully at your objects of worship, I even found an altar with the inscription, to the unknown God. Now you see, to an unknown God with the altar that they made, that's the idol. Well, my brothers and sisters, we know our God is Jesus. He is not unknown. He's not unknown to us. We know him. And if you don't know him, try to get to know him, guys, because he is so good. He will bless you every day. You will wake up in the morning. You will have food in your house, a few dollars in your pocket, maybe exceedingly abundantly more than a few dollars. Just wait on the Lord's blessings. He hears all your prayers. Because if he does not know us, we are in trouble. So we have to know Jesus. So we don't have an unknown God. We have a God, and that's Jesus. We're Christians. Get to know him, love him, talk to him, pray to him, read the red scriptures. This is Jesus speaking. Now, what you worship as something unknown, there's going to be a problem to you, he said. Paul said to the Greeks, what you're worshiping, an unknown God? Who are you worshiping? They said they don't know. Just the unknown God. They made an altar to the unknown God. So that's like, you know, we're in 2024, guys. If you walk up to somebody and they say, what are you doing? And they say, we don't know, we're just doing it. Come on, that's a little problem there. So in Acts 17:24, the God who made the world and everything in it is the Lord of heaven and earth, and does not live in temples built by hands, and he is not served by human hands, as if he needed anything, because he himself gives all men life and breath and everything else. From one man he made every nation to men that they should inhabit the whole earth, and he determined, this is it, the epic discovery, the mystery. He determined the times set for them and the exact places where they should live. God did this so that men would seek him and perhaps reach out for him and find him. And though he is not even far from each one of us, for in him we live and move and have our being. As some of our own poets have said, we are his offspring. Therefore, since we are God's offspring, we should not think that we have like gold or silver or stone or images or man's design and skill. None of that matters. God is behind everything. Man's design, man's skill, the gold, the silver, stone images, maybe like cute little stones, not images that are idols, maybe stones in front of your house, beautiful things like that. Now he commands all people everywhere to repent, for he has set a day when he will judge the world with justice by the man he has appointed. He has given proof to all men by raising him from the dead, and that is Jesus he raised from the dead. When they heard about the resurrection of the dead, some of them sneered, but others said, we want to hear you again on this subject. At that, Paul left the council. A few men became followers of Paul and believed among them. One was Dionysius, a member of the Agabus Greeks, and also a woman named Damaris, and a few number of others. So this is so important, guys. Acts 17:26, very important. From one man he made every nation of men that they should inhabit the whole earth. And he determined the times set for us when we would be on this earth. And he put you in the exact place where you can make a difference and where you can live. He knows. He put you there at this time, wherever you're living, and it's the set time. You could have been born in the 1700s, in the 1800s. You wouldn't have been able to do what you do now, whatever it is you're doing. Hopefully, if you're working, still be a Christian and be a good person. But God knows where you are and where you live and everything. You could call on him and he knows. For in him we live and move and we have our being. So if you don't believe in Jesus, you're just willy-nilly. You're following the demons, following the devil. You don't want to do that, following the enemy. What I mean is sin, fornication, partying, drinking, drugs, weed, everything. I know. I've been there way back when. I'm not doing that anymore. So I'm working for God's kingdom right now. And this is what I'm doing, guys. So I found that he determined the time set for them and the exact places where they should live. God did this so that men would seek him, reach out for him, and find Jesus through him. He is not far from each one of us. This is in the Bible. So reach out to Jesus. You see, in him we live and we move and we have our being. I have to keep repeating that. He set the time that we are here in 2024, the exact place where we live and the exact time that we should be born and be here at this time, 2024. We can make a difference, guys. We can. So when it says in Acts 17:21, they were listening to Paul about ideas they were gossiping about, Paul mentions resurrection of the dead. They love worshiping idols, but they rejected the idea that a God could raise from the dead. They said that's unthinkable, but we still will. We're going to worship the unknown God. They left the altar there to the unknown God, so they don't even know who they're worshiping. Does that sound really smart to you guys? It sounds kind of like I ask God for wisdom every birthday. I have wisdom on that. If I go somewhere and it says a big sign, I'm worshiping the unknown God, and there's somebody standing there praying, I will say, well, what's that mean? Who is the unknown God? I will tell them that in a nice, kind way, because you're a Christian. You got to be kind to every single person. Even someone that doesn't like you or hate you, still be kind to them the best you can. At least say hello and go on your way. So this is so urgent to us. Know this. At a time like this, 2024, Acts 17-26, he determined the time set for them. And he knew, guys, we would be here in 2024 at this time right now. And the exact places where we live, he put you exactly where you are living. The reason he did this is because he knows perhaps we shall seek him and reach out for him and find him, because he is not far from each one of us. For in him we live and move and flow with our being. When you wake up in the morning, you have to thank Jesus. Thank you for another day. Because there's many people in the hospital. I knew family members. I seen them tonight, and then in the morning they were gone. So we have to thank God for each day. We really, really do. So this in Acts 17, 26 to 28, it is the proof we need right now, guys. It is not much talked about, this particular verse. As far as I have heard myself, it is so urgent and so important that we know we're living in the right place and God made us born in the right time that we could be here right now. You see, my brothers and sisters, our Bible tells us things sometimes in a mystery. So we have to decipher this mystery. So as it says, he marked out the exact time for you to be here. He could have put us here in the 1800s. But no, he needs you, each individual listening to my voice, he needs you now. He wants you to be in his kingdom. Turn to him. He needs you right now, because look at the world now. They closed like 15 Starbucks in New York. They're closing like everything in other states. Like, it's really something. So he put you in the exact place where we live, in the exact time, 2024. It says we can reach out to him now. He knew he needed us to be Christ's ambassadors, which I'm trying to do. Even though it's a new ministry, I'm trying to get myself together and tell you guys, I studied this and I found out the mystery, an epic mystery right now. I didn't know that God put me right here at a time like this, and right now, where I live right now, I know it now. Now I could do harder work for him. You see, everything is like getting bad now. There's fighting, there's protests, there's stealing, there's looting, there's like everything. Like, you don't know what's happening. The food prices are like, a steak is like $40 just in the supermarket, like a rib steak, $39.99. So I'd rather eat just cheese and crackers then, if that's the case. The gas is like going up from 3 to 5 to 6, then back to 4, then back to 3. And like, everything's so expensive, guys. So only once in a while, okay, so let me just say, not that I would pay $9 for coffee, but I am depressed that Starbucks is like closing down everywhere. Because every once in a while you want to treat yourself to a $9 coffee, maybe once a month. But to know it's there, but that's like a place where, you know, you wanted to go every once in a while. Unless you like Starbucks every day, well, that's your income and that's okay with me. But maybe once a month I'll have a Starbucks, really, really good. So look how bad is the mom mentality. We're here to work for Jesus. Believe. He knows exactly why we have to be here at such a time as this. He knew we would be the fighters for him. Glory be to Jesus. Who is on the Lord's side? I am on the God's side. I am on Jesus' side. Who is on the devil's side? The demons are on the demon's side, and the devil's side, you don't want that. You want to be on God's side. I'm not God. I'm just saying I'm on God's side. I'm pointing to myself to let you know I'm on God's side. I am not God. God is so holy in the third heaven. He sees us right now, guys, learning about this together. My brothers and sisters, we're together on this. He needs each one of us now. You see the world now? He needs us, guys. Let's do it for him. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it for him. Please like and subscribe. Cashapp, $, JACKIEBIBLE STORY 777. Cashapp, Jackie Bible Story 777. I haven't been doing this for long. Any help, even $1, even $5, anything could help on my Cash App. If you can't, please like and subscribe so we can get this word out. It's very important, guys. And I love you all. I wish you a blessed day, and thank you for listening. Bye-bye.